Good evening, everybody. Welcome back for some racing action. I hope your Monday has gone well. Mine went decent. At least it seems to be.
I quit my job today.
What? Really?
Yes.
Wait, that was in preparation to move to another one, correct? You already had something lined up.
Correct, yeah. I already had something else lined up and squared away.
I was about to say, wait a second, I remember something about this.
Yeah.
We're at a minute and a half out. Are you guys ready?
We are currently talking on stream, yes. Way to walk into the booth, bro.
Just kick that door open, don't you?
Wait, hang on. You know, it wouldn't be a problem if Nick was in both chats like he's supposed to be.
Oh!
I am not in both chats.
You're not in both chats, Nick.
I am now in both chats like I'm supposed to be.
Okay, now that we're pretending we know what we're doing with this, hope
I'm
everybody's
never
doing
going to pretend that.
Hope everybody's doing well. This week we are in Finland at the Kymi ring. I'm not exactly sure how you pronounce it because I'm not Finnish. But that being said...
Yeah, you're not finished?
I'm not finished. Give me time. I'm gonna let you finish. But anyway, we will be there this evening. Geez, last week had some really... had some really great racing, and we already have Dickinson asking... How much to Black Flag Voss?
The standard ASO fare, which we won't discuss on the stream. Oh, yeah?
God, I don't know where that cough came from. Must be catching the Rona.
Oh, no. I'm so sad you have a 98%+ chance of survival.
We'll see. We'll see.
My apologies, sir. Rest in pieces.
Yeah, that'll be it. That is all she wrote. So
PayPal still? Oh no, unfortunately he doesn't quite get. He's not an ASO, so he doesn't quite get the joke.
We'll have to explain that one later. It has a little something to do with bananas, though.
I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna send him a message in the group chat.
Anyway, we have got everybody just about ready to start qualifying for Moto3. We are about to jump over to the track. Glad to have you with us. At least that's what they tell me to say. What they pay me the big bucks for.
You get paid?
I know, right?
Plenty of bananas.
Plenty of bananas. Oh, there is a discussion to be had here. Do you think he's old enough to know? Can we tell Junior yet?
I'm pretty sure he's an adult. He's okay. He can handle himself.
Alrighty, and it does look like a few of our wild cards from last week have decided to come back with us. Good to see him again. We've got Key Hazard is back for some more fun to play Jane as well. Baird, good to see him as always. Bear right next to him, making our lives hell.
Stop! It's not that hard.
Rocha, good to see him as always. Dickinson already giving us plenty of trouble on stream here.
That's what he's supposed to do.
Always good to have him here. Always messing with us. Bichon back. I don't think he was there last couple of weeks, so good to see him back. Hadlock joining us again. Jay back here, continuing his push to get good in Moto3, which apparently I saw him complaining earlier on the chat about wanting to get one of those top 40 slots worldwide.
He hates this track, apparently.
Yeah, a lot of the guys aren't too fond of this one.
Well, you know what? We have to be nice to the Finns, okay?
We're going through it anyway. Stormy back and Voss back. So apparently we're just getting people asking what it takes to Black Flag Voss. I guess we'll just have to find out.
My usual fee. If you know, you know.
Right.
If you don't know, it's usually a bottle of scotch, but you know.
That's the family friendly one. When the alcohol's the family friendly option, you have a problem.
Yeah, well, I was actually being genuine about that one. 18 year or better.
Oh boy.
Oh, Hades with the crash.
Yeah, everybody will be getting kind of warmed up here, just waiting for him to get around the track. Of course, we've got about 12 and a half minutes remaining in qualifying at this point. Nobody has put down a lap yet. Not entirely surprising. There we go. Rocha putting down our first lap.
Oh my god, Rocha put a lap in? What
I
the?
know. I thought he's supposed to wreck.
Well, I mean,
guess we'll
he's
accept
usually
it.
pretty famous for A, wrecking, and B, not putting in qualifying laps.
Yeah. I guess we'll just have to accept it.
As Baird comes in and smacks that time down, as Two Plane Jane comes in and smacks Baird's down.
Yeah, apparently they're just going to go ahead and get in there and make it happen. Well, good to see everybody's not going to be waiting this evening. They're just going to put those times in there.
You know, interesting thing happened over the weekend. I don't know if you were part of the chat there, Chris, but a rival league was trying to get me to commentate for one of the races. Their
Yes.
commentator had dipped.
Yes, as a matter of fact, I got the message from Voss at like noon on Saturday, and he was like, "Hey, can you come commentate?" I'm like, "Dude, my day is planned, and I am working on it."
Yeah, he sent me the message as well, and I tried. But the other league, they weren't willing to wrap their heads around the fact that we don't have an Xbox on site, and
Oh.
that we use remote Xbox and then pull streams, and they didn't have the ability to quite wrap their heads around that one. So I was
Yeah,
like, yeah, if somebody else just hosts, I can absolutely commentate and push your stream and plug our little stream at the same time. But, you know, it's what it is.
yep. I mean, yeah, you're expecting me to have an Xbox at this point. I don't know. That's the other part I've been trying to figure out is how we're going to handle doing that going forward, because we do at some point need to have consoles on site. I just don't want to spend what it costs right now. Good God. Plus, good luck getting.
No, they're ludicrously expensive, and I think the setup we have at this point is pretty adequate. I mean, the resolution we're looking at here is, you know, going over the internet, so it's not the greatest, but
Yeah, but
if you're watching it, you have to stream it too.
I do know if we got it set up locally, it would definitely look a lot better. I mean, like when we were messing with like having your PS4 here and everything, the image quality was just great. So it would be nice, but
Well, if only we could maintain a PS4 league.
yeah, but that's
I
still
say this as we have people biting at our heels to start one back up.
I know. Well, maybe you should have said that at the beginning of the season instead of like halfway through.
Well, we've discovered more people since then.
Yeah. So far, though, Hades, Mr. Dickinson took time from giving us shit to go ahead and put himself down a lap of 156.1. That's the reason we let him tease us. If he weren't so damn fast, we'd boot him.
Yeah, I mean, dude goes from like poking at us to, oh hey, here's a hot lap.
Here, let me put down a lap, guys.
I like how our
Jerk.
voice for him is so like, you know, dopey. And he just comes out there and he's just, you know, speed racer around the track.
I don't know much about anything, but I sure can go fast.
You gotta go fast.
Oh, he's Sanic.
He knows the way.
He knows the way. Actually, yeah, I do need to. I will try to add a soundboard here soon.
I want to do one as well.
Yeah, I've got one all ready to go. It's just haven't gotten it set up on my OBS stuff yet. But I was experimenting with one on my just basic gaming stream and had it working this time. So
No, I expect you to break everything.
no, it works. I promise.
I don't believe you.
It's a matter of just, not overusing it. So, Dickinson and Stormy...
I don't believe you.
I know, and I'm fine with that. Dickinson and Stormy out front, making the rest of the pack stay honest, but Jane there, second week with us, looking great. Already up to only half a second off of Dickinson.
You know what's weird?
Very nice.
not having qualifying times from Voss or Jay yet?
Voss is just afraid of that black flag. He's afraid we're going to throw it out there. That's all that is. Do it.
Do it.
Make him suffer.
Do it.
He is currently on a solid lap, though. He's red for the first section. Oh, and
That's a little wide.
validates swinging to the outside.
Commentator's curse.
Yep, that was it. I did it to him. See? We don't need to black flag him. All I got to do is watch him. Schrodinger's racer. He wins unless he's looked at.
It's so funny watching these bikes go down the straight. The Moto3 bikes are like, okay, I'm here. I'm going to be here for a while, but I'm here.
Yeah, got it. Well, that's what that back straight on those. You got to pull out the playlist.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're just continuing to go down there. It takes a while.
Yeah.
Little known fact: Dickinson's entire playlist consists of Chumbawamba and Nickelback.
Hey, don't talk shit about Chumbawamba. Nickelback, you keep going, but not Chumbawamba. Man, I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never going to keep them down, man.
I guess not. So currently waiting on Key, Bichon, Jay, and Voss to put in times. The rest of the group haven't put them in there, and you can see everybody working down there. But Voss and Stormy decisively out front for qualifying so far. It is good to see, though, one of our newer wild cards actually in there doing pretty well during qualifying here.
Oh, for sure. No, I mean, that's solid time, especially when you're up against Hades and Stormy. Like,
No. Those two are a bit of a handful to keep up with.
Here we go, Voss with another red sector.
All right, let's go ahead and ruin it. We'll switch over to him. Oh, there it is. Before I could even switch over, invalid already. You know what? He doesn't get to blame me for that one. I literally looked at the preview on my screen before I switched over to it, and sure enough,
I talked about him though, so
this was the same turn.
I guess he's struggling with that spot.
Yep.
He's really fast before that, but
Yeah, he does seem to be having a bit of a problem there. Yeah, from T4 to T5 is a good long stretch on this track. On these little bikes, that is torturous. I could understand not liking this track too much in Moto3. It would kind of suck having that long lull where you're just sitting there going, ah, God, can we just get through this already?
it's no different than Coda, man. You got to do it twice at Coda too.
Oh, God. You ain't kidding. I've done that thing on a 390. It was.
I've done it on a 600 that makes the power of a 390.
That makes it a little more. Tiny bit.
Barely. And what's your 390 weigh?
I want to say those are right at like 340, and they make about 44 horsepower.
My CBR is at about 450 and makes about 80 horsepower.
See, you're double the power. It's good.
And over 100 pounds more weight.
You're fine. You're fine.
Just know that everybody that's listening that we actually ride with, when I pass you and you have more than 100 horsepower more than I do, I'm giggling. That's all.
Boy. And so far, all that's left to put up times is Bichon and Voss, as we are just under 4 minutes away. Oh,
that was a
bit of an
weird
off.
high side.
That was an interesting one. The physics
That bike
engine-
turned 90 degrees and just stopped.
Yeah, the physics engine deciding that meh, realism, that's for wimps. Who needs
Thanks,
realism?
Milestone.
Who needs adult supervision when you're building a video
Hey,
game?
Voss hasn't invalidated his lap yet.
Oh, well.
I mean, Sector 2 wasn't as fast. Maybe he ticked it down a little bit.
Yeah,
but
yeah, let's see. Oh,
he's got plenty of time left to invalidate it. It's okay.
hanging it in there.
That'll make Heinz happy.
And This will be the first good look a lot of folks are getting here at how this track looks if you're not familiar with it. Kymi Ring is actually very new.
Oof, that rough spawn just in front.
Yeah, it'll be fine though. Yeah, Rocha went ahead and jumped back off the track. He's trying to stay out of the way, so that's good.
Good man, Rocha.
Thank you, sir.
That was awful close to invalidating a lap.
Ooh. Managing to hang in there. Puts down
See
a
where's he gonna land here?
157.06. That'll put him back in 5th.
I expected better out of him.
Oh, boss. You're slipping, sir.
And literally slipping on the grass.
So Bichon, our last one to try and put in the time here and see if he can do it.
Bear's looking clean.
Yes, Bear is on a lap to improve his time.
That's bearable.
Womp womp.
Heh. Heh. So I have active noise canceling headphones on, and I can hear sirens and dogs howling, which means you can hear sirens and dogs howling.
Now I can, yes. when you're talking, absolutely.
No, yeah, I mean active noise canceling headphones, and I can still hear it.
Yeah.
Let me take one out. Oh my god, it's like it's in my living room. Is my house on fire and I didn't know?
Maybe one of your neighbors is on fire. We might see Nick disappear here for a moment. Ooh.
Nope, sirens went past.
Dickinson a little close there up on Bear.
That is certainly one of the disadvantages of living behind a hospital.
Ah, that would be why.
Well, it usually doesn't happen because I'm on the side away from the highway, but I guess if somebody, tries to kick the bucket on the neighborhood side, well. Are we running through the standings here?
Alrighty, we have. I'm sorry, I was looking at other stuff on my other machine. Looks like we'll have Dickinson, Stormy, and Jane, one of our newbies, on the front row there, which is definitely a interesting thing to see.
Man, that's pretty plain of him.
Ha ha.
Ha! Ha ha!
No, it is definitely good to see our newbies up there doing that.
How did we end up back in qualifying?
Oh, because of the fact that there is a bit of a delay on Tony's
bit?
stream.
A bit, we say.
Yeah, Al is a little ahead tonight. We're kind of waiting on qualifying to finish up here on the main stream. Sorry about that. That was my mistake.
Wow. That's...
Give it time.
That's a pretty big delay.
It'll be done shortly.
Is that what we're calling it?
I think we also had a lot of people that streams kind of came up last second, so I think that affects the sync that I'm getting.
How dare they?
I know. And for some reason it doesn't. Oh, I see. Yeah, you can see from Heinz's perspective, he sees it zeroed out too. We're just waiting on the last. And yeah, I can see everybody else's stream. I'm still waiting on them to finish.
I don't show Heinz zeroed out. I show... Oh, I do now. Yeah. I see what you're saying.
Yep.
I thought you meant like at the end of qualifying, and I was like, nope,
No,
pretty sure we're watching Heinz's stream on this.
No. Time is expired. Just waiting on everybody to finish up there.
Heinz, you're good. We're just talking about your stream.
We were just getting some weirdness. I think that was just because of Bear being done.
Time is just a construct by the man.
I know, right?
Man.
So Dickinson's still sitting up front. And let's see here. He is still out on his lap. And 3 red sectors so far. He's just going to make it impossible for anybody else to jump up to that pole position.
I'm right with that. That's being competitive.
It most certainly is. It is really hard. There we go. And there will be your standings for your first race of the evening. Going to be Dickinson, Stormy, and Boss up front. Managed to bump Jane out at the last second. Jane, Baird, and Bear. See, they're doing it to us again on the second row.
Bastards.
Hazard, J, and Key on the third row. And Hadlock, Rocha, and Bichon going to be rounding out the group on our back row. So we're going to jump over to waiting for a couple of minutes for everybody to do their final prep, and then we will start our first race of the evening here at the Kymi Ring on the Xbox.
So while we're waiting on some final prep that our viewers probably don't care much about, quick food review.
Oh, God.
The Rice Krispies Treats Home Style. 10 out of 10. Highly recommend.
Wow.
Hey, man. This is consumer advice. Even the dog wants some.
I am a consumer whore. And how? Alrighty. As we're waiting for everybody to get finished up here, we'll see if everybody can get dialed in correctly. Fueling it up. And just getting ready to race. Hopefully we'll have a good evening here. We'll see how it goes with how much grumbling and griping we had about this one. We'll definitely see if they're willing to have a good race here.
I'm trying to listen to it, in the background to the rider chat, and there's just so much going on. I can't keep up. I can't do both.
They're just gonna make you suffer there.
Wow, that's my default.
They have so many layouts for this track.
I've not looked. Are there that many?
There's a good, I think there's a good 3 or 4 layouts they can do. They have a short track. They have a lot of different layouts they can do for it if you look it up.
I open a internet browser to pulls up a Gmail account, and the first email is Robin Hood. Why do we have to take action?
Hold me, bully boys, hold.
Soon may the Wellerman come.
Yes, soon may the Tindy Man come.
Oh my god. That is a lot of... What is that tiny little track?
Yeah, there's a half track they can do. There's a lot of interesting
There's 2 half tracks.
Yep.
That little one. And there's an oval as well, a little baby oval.
Yeah. It's an odd track.
So main track, GP East, GP West, and it's a rallycross track. Oh. Give me a supermoto.
Alrighty, we are about to start our first race of the evening. Here we go with Moto 3 at Kymi Ring. And they are off. Wow! Voss absolutely flying off the line there. What a start. Dear God. Bayer finding himself off in the grass a little bit there. That'll cost him a bit of time.
Oh, there's a little bit of contact there.
Yeah, there is definitely some contact going on. Ooh, a little bit bumpy, but nobody going down.
Dickinson did say turn 2 would be interesting.
Yeah, and it was. As they now head down the back straight.
We got a good race here.
Yeah, so far everybody's sticking together and not throwing it out. Ooh, I'm seeing a little dust there. Yep, and that was Jay off into the dirt in turn 5. Into the straights are always dangerous. And yep, Jay will be stuck trying to catch up to the rest of the pack. He's now 3 seconds behind everybody. The rest of the pack, though, sticking pretty close together. It doesn't look like this is going to be a race that's decided very quickly. Jumping on right now with Dickinson, looking at it from his view. With Jane out ahead of him, right behind Voss. Actually,
well, Voss had that... Whoa, Duplane Jane going for the inside. Little touch there. Just a little tippy-tap.
Just making it interesting.
Voss holds on to it, though.
Keeping Voss honest.
Jay crashing again.
Oh, man, that's unfortunate. Oh, wow, Jane goes down and takes Voss out as well, leaving Hades out front.
That's not even a bad thing to do from like a racing perspective, from taking a rider out. It's a really bad thing to put Hades up that far in front.
Yeah, that's going to be a bit of a problem. And Voss is also having to dig himself way out of the gravel after he had some more contact there. Wow. That changed things around. So that puts Baird up in second, Key to third. Stock and Jane are fighting over fourth and fifth. Rocha in sixth, Bear in seventh, Hadlock in eighth. Now here's the weird one. You've got Stormy back in ninth, Bichon in 10th, Voss in 11th.
Who ran wide there?
Ooh, I did not see. But Dickinson does manage to hold on to the front here. It's going to be hard to catch him after a disaster like that.
Near impossible.
Yeah, that one is rough. So there'll be definitely a lot of thrashing in the pack to figure out who's going to wind up front for this one. On board right now.
Yeah, I mean it's going to be real interesting. We've got some riders in our podium spots who are traditionally lower than that. Not to say that they can't do it or they don't deserve it, but normally they're significantly slower than that on pace. So we could see some really good turnover, or we're seeing some guys who are really coming up in the pack, which is great to see.
Yep. On board right now with Rocha, looking very wide through that final turn.
Oh, that's a good pass.
Bear with a solid pass on the inside. Doing a lot better coming around the final turn.
Who are we on board with?
We're currently on board with Rocha. I have not gotten the label on his stream yet. Oh, wow, that pass by Stormy. Very aggressive, but just flies wide into the next turn.
Rocha screwed himself again by going tight.
Yep.
Who's that? Is that Jay coming around? No, that's two-plane Jane.
Yep, Jane managing to slip around as well. There we go.
There goes Voss.
Jumping on board with Stormy. Watching as he tries to work his way through the pack here.
I think you had some crazy effect on that transition.
It was. It took it a moment for it to pull his stream up. That was
Gotcha.
all it was.
Man, Rocha lost some serious time by dipping off of the grass.
He really did. That cost him a lot there.
Who did you just go on board with?
Currently, we're on board with Stormy. Watching him right behind Bear.
I should have known by the language.
Yep. he is our sole Frenchman in the group. So you can always tell that when you're looking at his display as he chases down Bear. Very aggressively. Look at this. Now this is the twistiest section of the course here, from about 11 to basically the end. And he's definitely, oh man, all over Bear here. But it's a really hard section to pass. Whoa! And Bear wiping out in 13.
Really awkward hop there.
Yep.
That's, again, the physics were just like, woo!
Yep, throwing it out there, and out of 15, there goes Stormy, now in fourth. Now he's got about 3 seconds to catch Hazard, who is having a great race, now sitting in third.
What? Hold on, give me just a second here, Chris. Heinz, what was that? Heinz, I was reading that in French. What was that? No, I was reading that in French. What was that popped up there? Is that what I thought that was?
What?
Did we just throw a black flag? On whom?
I must have missed that. I was looking at one of the other screens. Oh!
Okay.
Voss
No,
having off.
We were looking at Bichon's stream, and so it popped up in French, and being that my French is like 2 years worth of high school French, I wanted to be sure. Nick J had rage quit, so we black flagged him to get him off the track.
Okay. All right.
That was less spicy than I thought it would be.
You thought somebody had finally paid enough to get Voss off the track, huh?
Yeah, man. Well, I saw Voss was smaller, so I'm just confused.
Oh, Voss did have another off, though. So that puts him back to 8th. It's going to be really hard at this point. We're on the 4th lap of 7 right now. Really difficult to catch the pack from that far back. Dickinson now 8 seconds out ahead of Baird, who is in 2nd currently. Hazard trying to chase Baird down. So there's going to be a bit of a fight there for 2nd pretty quick. Though Stormy is still making up time. He may manage to catch up to the podium. We'll see if he can do it. Jane, though, not letting go of Stormy's tail, sitting only about half a second back off of him.
Not even. He's really, well, now he's half a second back.
Yep, it's kind of fluctuating. It's going to fluctuate. This is a very twisty track for the final section.
The one thing I'll give Milestone is they really fixed that that thing with the timing that I wanted them to from GP 19 to 20 in having the live timing versus the waiting to cross the sector lines.
Yeah.
I really appreciate that.
Yeah, it is better like that. It was kind of obnoxious having to wait for that. You know?
Well, and like I said when we were looking at 19, I'm like, it's a program. It has the data. Just display it.
You know, the annoying issue that I'm having with this track, nowhere online that I have found has the correct map being used in the game.
I can't find that either, and I had just kind of given up, if we're being honest.
Yeah, that is incredibly frustrating. Try and figure that out.
Have you realized how new of a track this is?
Yes, it was added in 2018.
No, this track opened in 2019.
Really? Well, I knew,
Yeah.
I knew they added it in they had agreed to add it in 2018, but I didn't know when they had first raced on it. That was when they had signed the contract.
The Wikipedia page is even ridiculously short on it because there's no history on it.
Yeah.
I mean, they broke ground on the track in 2016.
Yeah. Yeah, it's it seems like everything's kind of in flux, which is why we don't have a correct map to know what turn numbers we're at, and I'm kind of having to guess off of other people's displays.
Yeah, that's all right. I mean, we can certainly make it work here.
Yeah.
I really want to see this rallycross track they've got.
So currently, Stormy now a little bit less than 2 seconds behind Hazard. I think that's going to be our major fight there, though. Jane's still not letting go. And Voss has definitely pushed through the pack, moved past Bear and Bichon, puts himself up in 6th, but now he's got an 8.5 second gap to try and catch Jane and Stormy. I don't know if he can do that.
Have we seen this gap from Baird to Hades?
Yeah.
I think we need to submit Hades for a drug test, man. Well, my dude's on roids.
Dickinson earlier saying, oh, how much to black flag Voss? We're going to have to black flag Dickinson at the rate this is going.
Hey, dude, whiz in this cup. We're testing for stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. You're going to be in trouble there, sir. Be checking that man for Adderall. That's what gives the advantage in this.
Adderall, steroids.
Roids?
I don't know, man.
That's just going to make him break the controller.
Dude, you see the rate he's twisting them joysticks? Normal thumbs can't do that, man.
Apparently.
He's like the Russian from Rocky.
He's Russian. Using
Soviet
experimental drug to go faster. And Stormy now sitting a second off of Hazard. Ooh, this is going to be close.
Do a wheelie.
Oh, dude. And it is the final lap, final quarter.
That's not what the screen says.
Or excuse
Say
me,
it right.
final lap. It was penultimate lap, and now it's getting to final lap.
No,
Excuse
I'm
me.
saying it's not in English. Speak the correct language, sir.
Then yeah. Oh, I can't speak French.
And we just lost all of our viewers.
I know everything. Yeah.
Offended.
There's a bunch of Canadians angry at us now. Well, I didn't expect you to do that, bud.
French Canadians.
French Canadians are now angry, but nobody cares about that part of Canada.
Wow. I'm being told that French Canadians don't know what a motorcycle is, and
That is entirely possible.
I suggest you let that one marinate.
That is entirely possible. So our final lap here, you can see... By the way, I didn't call the penultimate because I suck, but you know, I missed one.
Look, you did so well in previous weeks, I'll give you a pass for this
I'll
one,
go
okay?
ahead and let that one slide. I'm still a little confused by this track.
It's your last pass.
Oh,
Don't
okay.
screw it up again.
Oh, okay. I'll live.
I will taunt you a second time.
And so we've got just a little pack here for second, third, and fourth. Whoa, look at this. Stormy really close, coming into 12.
Oh, he blocked himself out of the
Yep.
inside line.
Could not make it happen. Having to try again. Ooh, nope. Cannot make it happen again. Blocked off the
He made the
inside.
same mistake twice.
Yep, Hazard doing a good job of staying defensive too. Oh, maybe Stormy can make it happen here. It's going to be the final corner. He's cutting it as hard as he... Nice, he gets the inside.
Oh!
What a nice pass.
That
Dickinson,
can
of
kill his
course.
drive out, is my question.
Nope, he got it just
doesn't matter.
fine. Wow. What a finish. Stormy waiting till the absolute last second to take that one into third.
That's good racing.
Dickinson taking first. Baird having a great race, putting himself in second. And Stormy just barely edging Hazard out at the last second for third.
That's some good racing.
That was nice. That was very well done, sir. So there we go, folks. That'll be the results of your first race of the evening. With Dickinson taking first, Baird taking second. Is that the first time Baird has taken a podium in Moto3? Yeah.
Very possible. I don't have that document up in front of me.
Yep. Stormy taking third. Hazard in fourth with Jade in fifth. Both of them having a great race, just not quite making it happen. Voss back in sixth. Looks like we didn't need that black flag.
Hold on, Heinz.
And Bear in seventh. Hadlock in eighth. Bichon in ninth. Key in 10th. And Rocha in 11th. And Jay, of course, having quit out of the race in 12th.
Okay, let's hear from Heinz real quick before we pause the stream.
Okay.
What's that? Okay, never mind. Apparently we could go to break and then we'll hear from Heinz.
Okay. Dickinson also swearing he did not crash on the last lap trying to wheelie.
I don't know what you're talking about, bro.
Alrighty, that'll be it for Moto 3. We will take a brief break because my tongue doesn't work this evening.
We will take a brief break right after referencing our sponsors. Thank you so much again to Wood Cycle Country, Motor Orangutan, Motul Mass Motorsports, and Pirelli / South Central Race Center. Without you guys, none of our racers would have prizes, and we genuinely appreciate y'all.
Yeah, and next time I'll actually be able to announce your names correctly. Just apparently my mouth doesn't work this evening. Anyway,
Yeah, did you fix your tongue?
yeah, more or less. We will be back here at 8:15. That will be in about 10 minutes. We will see you then. Thanks for watching, racers. Thanks for racing. Stick around. Stay around. Something like that.
Grab a beer, sit down,
Yes,
enjoy.
yes. We'll see you shortly. And welcome back, folks. We are just about to start qualifying for our second race of the evening in Moto 2. How are y'all doing? Hope everybody is doing well.
I'd be doing better if my dog wasn't barking.
Krieger, whatever it is, you're not going to catch it. And it won't come in and hurt you. It's all right, buddy.
I don't know, man. You'd be surprised at what he can catch.
Oh. So, previous race having some very exciting ending there.
Definitely. Yeah, I'm gonna go ask him to be quiet. So I'll come back.
I'll go ahead and put you on mute for the moment then. And we are popping on over to the track now and getting ready to start qualifying. As we wait for everybody in the pits. This is definitely an odd little track to try and commentate for the simple fact that, like I said, we can't find a map that actually matches what's being used in the game. It's kind of awesome. So it looks like Rocha first out on track for Moto 2 here. Sounds like Nick is kind of back here.
Somehow.
Alrighty.
There's 80 pounds worth of dog in my lap currently.
J-Mo commenting virgins. Thanks, J-Mo. Good to see you too, buddy.
I know you are, but what am I? Let's ignore the fact that he has a kid.
I mean, the mailman is still a thing. I'm just saying.
Oof. Oof.
So, looks like for this one we've got Key, Hazard, Bichon, Dickinson, Stormy, Voss, Baird, Rocha, Jane, Bear, Hadlock, and then Grim Reaper is a new guy. I think one of our new wild cards.
That is Freddy.
Oh yeah, okay. That is right. I forgot we had Freddy join the league. Good to have him here.
Yeah, Hines, we're on it.
We'll see what he can do. What do we need to be on here?
He's complaining about J-Mo.
Oh, but J-Mo is just going to do what J-Mo do, which is troll spectacularly.
You know, we've got 11 viewers and 1 comment. Can we get some viewers or some comments up here from our viewers? I just want to get Jared Morgan's comment off the screen, not because it offends me, because the amount of crap I want to give him, I can't say on the stream.
I made the mailman comment. It's the best I can do.
Yeah, we've pretty much hit the pinnacle of what we can do on our stream.
I have to be very PC-ish. Damn! Jared, how's your mom's basement? Give your balls a tug.
It's damp. Wish you weren't so effing awkward, bud.
Allegedly.
That's what I appreciate about you.
Oh, and Stormy once again sitting at the top of the board here.
You just did that.
Did what? What?
Oh, we just did that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's unfortunate.
Allegedly.
Figure it out.
Anywho.
Yes. Back to motorcycling.
Yeah, back to motorcycling. So far this week, this is 2 that we have packed classes in, all 12 racers.
Yeah.
What did we do to be so special?
I don't know. It seems like people want to start racing with us. It's weird, isn't it?
I mean, when you provide a quality product, the masses will flow.
Yes.
I don't know what these guys are doing here, but
If you build it, they will come and molest you on your stream by calling you virgins.
well, I'd almost prefer that at this point. Where's that chat magic?
And Stormy continuing to hold on to the front there. One red sector already. Dickinson about 2 seconds back off of him. Baird 3.5 back. Jane almost 4 seconds. Ooh, Jane doing a great job improving time there. Now, only 2
Go
seconds
ahead,
off of
Hines.
Stormy.
$10-4. Hey, Chris, switch over to Tony's stream. Hines is going to be screwing with things, and it's going to look bad.
I'm on Tony's.
Oh. So you are. Okay. Well, just stay there for a while.
Okay. I can do that. I will avoid using Hines' stream for a while.
We tend to anyway.
Yep. So far, Jane having a good session. Putting himself close up to Dickinson again. I wonder if we're going to see this guy get in there and compete for the podium again.
I would love to see it happen.
He had a good run last round. It was just unfortunate that he wound up back in, what was that, 4th or 5th?
What's that, Hines? Hines, what's that? 10-4. Hines' stream is back up and 100%. So we're good there. You know what I'll be really interested in is seeing how this goes for Grim Reaper or Freddy.
Yeah.
He downloaded this game like less than a week ago. Yeah. So I think for a bit of an awakening.
Yeah, it's going to be this will be a rude awakening. Jumping in only a week after you get the game and trying to play with these boys is a wake up call. I know we had a call for a more amateur league. And we'll see if that ever happens. I don't know. I almost feel like, well, then what we do is we clear out Moto 3 and let the more amateur guys be in there. I mean, that's the whole purpose of that class.
That is definitely if you remember correctly, that's one of the things that we had considered when building this league for this season. However, we didn't have nearly as many racers in the beginning of the season as we do now.
Yeah, I'm thinking next season, if we've got enough people interested, then the trick is we just move everybody into Moto 3 that's, we need an amateur league. Fine. Moto 3 is the amateur league.
Definitely a possibility.
Solves the problem nicely.
Hold on, Chris. Hines is being needy again. What?
Could we get rid of the girlfriend in the other ear?
I'm sorry. Chris just talked over you again. What was that?
God forbid I do my job and talk.
10-4. Hey, Tony's going to do technical things now, Chris.
Oh,
so
good.
We can switch over. Because we don't do these before the race. We do them during the race.
All right. It looks beautiful, Hines. It looks beautiful.
Hines, your stream looks beautiful. No. I got it. He went, really? No, actually, it looks fine. Like I'm just giving you a hard time.
Nah, it looks god awful. I believe the words I would use are hammered out dog shit.
Well, the amount of different interwebs connections we're dealing with at this point, it's amazing that it even works.
Yes, exactly.
All right, we're clear overall, I'm told.
Okay. All right.
I don't know what he changed or what he did.
I'm not sure either. I'm not asking. It's a well-known fact that during a broadcast is a good time to make adjustments to your cameras.
You didn't know that?
Yeah. Best time.
Can we just discuss the fact that my computer has worked so far this broadcast?
I mean, I would congratulate you, but that's kind of what they're supposed to do. So.
Wow, I'm being cussed at by Race Direction for acknowledging that out loud. Hey, Hines, catch me after the stream and I'll have some words for you.
Congratulations, your computer is now doing the bare minimum.
Don't make jokes about bear.
Ha, 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 ha. So Stormy and Dickinson up front. Dickinson only a quarter of a second behind. Putting him ahead of Jane, though, who now finds himself 1.9 seconds back off of Stormy. That's rough. Baird in fourth, Hadlock in fifth, Bichon in sixth. Bichon just getting up there. And Hazard in seventh currently.
So one of the things that we had to come up with between streams is due to some interesting racing decisions by Mr. Baird last time out in Moto 2, he will be starting from the back of the grid this time, regardless of his qualifying position.
Yep. We're going ahead and letting him do qualifying so he can get warmed up and all, but we had a bit of an incident during qualifying last time, and
Plural.
His penalty is just he'll be starting from the back of the pack for this race. So,
well, you know what? If they're polling, that might actually help him. So
exactly, it might work in his favor. We'll see. Just makes that hole shot a little tougher. Oh, looks like Freddie managed to get through the first section and then dumped it.
Whoops.
Yep, that is how it goes.
Oh, Baird crashed.
Newbie gonna get his trial by fire.
Ha hoo wahi ha ho ho ho. Hey, don't you sleep on Finding Nemo, man.
You know what? Finding Nemo is like my least favorite Pixar movie. I know that makes me like the worst human on the planet, but yeah.
I mean, not the worst human on the planet, but I think it's a decent movie.
Yeah, I don't know. There was a lot of it. I don't know. There was a lot that felt try hard to me.
I mean,
really
of course, but
everything
also,
everything with Ellen DeGeneres felt like so try hard, and I'm like, this isn't funny. I'm not enjoying that part.
The problem when trying to rank Pixar movies is, as a whole, they're fantastic.
Oh, sure. Though I still think, and it's probably down to Brad Bird largely.
Don't do that.
The Incredibles.
Don't do that.
The Incredibles is the best.
I probably agree with that. The Incredibles is a fantastic film.
Yep. Great movie. Anyway, back to racing here.
Back to racing.
So currently, we have Stormy and Dickinson still up front. Jane still in third. Bear has put himself up into fourth. So clearly, once again, he's had his focus on Moto 2 this week, I'll bet you.
It's a good place to be.
Yep. It is. I can't blame him for liking this class. Whenever I've played around with this game, Moto 2 has definitely felt a lot more solid for me than either of the other classes. So I can't blame him for focusing his time there.
You know, I think there's a couple advantages of practicing Moto 2 as well. As it's a good midpoint. So I think you get a little experience for GP and for 3.
Yep.
Whereas if you practice 3, you might as well have not practiced at all when you get to GP.
It is true. You're going to have a different line through every single corner, I'll bet you.
Not just, I mean, things just come at you so quickly in GP.
Yep. And the bike will decide to dump you on a dime. So, oh, wait, you gave it too much throttle there. Hope you like the look of the sky. Yeah, hope you like the sky. Looks pretty, doesn't it?
Sky ground, ambulance.
Yep.
I have a shirt that says that.
Nice.
Gotta wear it more.
So Hadlock putting himself in sixth behind Baird, and Voss finally putting himself on the board 1.7 seconds.
That's respectable.
Behind Stormy.
That's a great pit stop we're watching there. There you go.
I'm paying attention most of the time. Now that I'm no longer trying to hunt down a map that apparently doesn't exist online.
Yeah, I mean, I would give up trying to find that because it doesn't exist. Technically, this track has not been raced on.
Yep. And we watched Key throw it out of a turn there. That was rough. And we are currently looking at, there we are, looking at Mr. Rocha, who has yet to put down a time, despite, I think, being our first guy out on the track today.
Well, you know how he likes to do it.
You mean wrecking?
Well, yes, I was going to say sliding on his face, but yes, those are synonymous.
Okay, fair enough.
But like I've given him a hard time for in previous streams, he does the same thing in real life.
It's true.
I've seen this man wreck more in one race than I have anything else.
There you are. So currently we're
But
on
somehow
board
he
with him.
gets up.
Currently we're on board with him. Stormy briefly in front of him. Got off the track. Oh, and Rocha unable to finish that lap up. He'll have one more shot. So hopefully he can put himself down a time.
He took the optimistic line into that corner.
Yeah, he did, and he kind of paid for it there. I think he was just a bit too aggressive on the gas, not aggressive enough on the brakes. Meanwhile, Dickinson deciding he's going to try to rocket to the top here at the last second. With reds through the first 3 sections. Oh, but I think he invalidated the lap from the look of it. Yep.
Yeah, he did.
Yep, near the end of the track. Had a bit of an off there, a little out in the grass, I think, and that was it.
Oops.
So that'll still put him on the front row, right behind Stormy. Hadlock waiting to finish his lap here, along with Rocha. I think Rocha's lap has been invalidated as well. It has. So while we're waiting on this point is Bear, Voss, and Hadlock, I believe. Oh, and Stormy still has a lap to go. Okay.
Come on, Stormy.
Ah! Dickinson saying the back wheel slid off into the grass by a millimeter. Had just a little bit of a mistake there.
You know what that sounds like, man? Excuses.
It does. Come on. You can keep it on the track, bro.
Turn a little tighter, bro.
Alrighty, so there we go. They'll need to move Baird to the back. But we have Stormy, Dickinson, and Voss up front. Jane, Bear, and Hazard on the second row. Then we'll have Hadlock, Key, and I'm not sure who. I'm waiting for them to scroll down there. Oh, wait. It's on. Okay. Hadlock, Key, and Bichon going to be on the third row. Then Rocha, Freddie, and Baird are going to be on the back row.
We're not the only incompetent ones in race direction here, Chris.
Oh, okay.
We apparently forgot to put Baird to the back.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll see how they want to handle that.
We had one job tonight.
Dickinson commenting, got plenty of excuses lined up, bought Biaggi's book of excuses. Don't worry, ours is just...
I think that's the same thing.
Yeah, we don't have excuses. We're just straight up incompetent here at Race Direction. So take that as you will.
Those who can't do Race Direct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those who can do, those who can't Race Direct. It is true. And we are waiting everybody to get ready here. And while we wait, I'll give a shout out to our sponsors. We've got Moto Orangutan, Motul, Mass Motorsports, South Central Race Center, and Pirelli Tires, and Wood Cycle Country, all doing us the favor of hooking our guys up with prizes and being awesome sponsors. And for those who are curious, we've got Kymi Ring this week, and then next week will be Brno, which is another one I've heard a lot of complaints from a lot of guys on. So it's going to be a couple of rough weeks.
We have solved the penalty issue.
Do what?
So I jumped back in and jumped straight on top of you talking. I apologize.
What do we have now?
We have fixed the penalty issue.
Okay. All right.
Baird will wait till everybody else gets in front of him before he tips into turn one.
All right. That is fine.
And the dog's barking again. Oh my god.
Krieger, buddy, not tonight. Just do it
I
every
love
other
you.
night of the week, just not Monday, bro.
He doesn't though. He only barks when we're streaming. Like,
He's like a little kid. Oh, the moment you get on the phone, they need your attention.
yeah, no, I mean, literally what's happening here is he's mad that I'm not paying attention to him.
Yeah, see, that's what it is. Bratty dog. All right, I assume it's taking a little bit longer because they're getting that all arranged.
2, 1, dink.
Alrighty. We are getting ready to start.
There it goes.
Yep. And here it goes, folks. This will be our second race of the evening. This will be Moto 2 Kymi Ring on the Xbox. Thanks for joining. Thanks for watching.
Oh, hi Krieger. Thanks for joining.
And they are off.
Hey, Baird fixed this stuff quick.
There we go. That works. Thank you, sir. We appreciate it. Next time, we'll try not to be incompetent. And Hazard throwing it out.
I can't promise the incompetency thing.
Yeah, we'll try. I said we'll try. I didn't say we would. I said we'd try.
I can't promise that. We'll try.
Jane, after having a great qualifying, also having a
Oh.
wreck. Rocha out as well. They're going to have a
That's
lot
rough.
of catch-up to do. Yep, Rocha now fighting himself all the way at the back of the pack. Jane in 8th. But the pack isn't too far away from you, so you got time to try and catch up on this lap.
It's always a plus.
Yep. So Dickinson now trying to chase down Stormy up front.
If anybody can catch Stormy, it'll be Dickinson.
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
at the same time, they're both quick dudes. You can't count either one of them out.
Yep, and you got Voss right behind him, Bear right behind him. About a second and a half back. And Key all over Bear. Ooh, Freddie having an off there.
That's his first of our race series.
Yep.
Mazel tov.
He's going to have to take his beating there. This is how hazing works. You just get wrecked out.
It puts the lotion on its skin.
So on board right now with Voss. Trying to chase down Dickinson and Stormy. Again, always a hell of a task to try and accomplish. Notice, we started the evening with Dickinson complaining and wanting black flags on Voss, and now here's Voss trying to get some payback for that comment by
Who's
just
going to pay
chasing
me
him
the
down.
black flag? Dickinson.
Yeah, see, it's a matter of Voss or Dickinson, whichever one gives us more money, we'll black flag the other one.
Currently, I've been submitted $45 by one. Who can beat that?
Oh, and Voss cuts it inside, and that is it. He's going to find himself now.
That is the longest slide in the
That
world.
was a really long slide. He finds himself back in 6th. And Bear pushes into 3rd, but he's 3.5 seconds, almost 4 seconds behind Dickinson and Stormy. It may just be those two gone out front for the rest of the race and just fighting with each other. We'll see.
There is smack talk about that already.
I am sure.
You know, it's pretty cool seeing our wild cards still hanging right in there, 6th and 7th.
These are dudes that have gotten used to it quickly. They have no problem playing in here with the rest of the guys.
It's funny that we're losing the differentiation between our actual wild cards and just the new guys this week.
I know.
Because we have so many wild cards at this point.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, enough of the wild cards have been in for enough of the season that, frankly, I would not be surprised if we see some of them sitting, top 6 in their class.
Would love to see it. Hey, speaking of that, before this race finishes out, should probably call out where the standings are. We'll just do the first 5 right now.
Sure.
But currently for Moto 2, number 1 we have Medusa/Boss.
Yep.
And second we have Bear. Third,
Wow.
Hades. Fourth, Bear Duh. And fifth, Stormy.
Wow.
Yeah, there's some names up there that you don't really, in your head, immediately think these guys are in the top 5. However, consistently placing,
Yep.
in towards the top of the pack will get you these positions.
Yep. It is a matter of collecting points for the season.
You don't have to win every race.
Yep. You just got to be in there routinely and not be missing them. Stormy and Dickinson out ahead of the pack still, 6 seconds ahead of Bear, who is only about a second ahead of Key right now. Go ahead and jump on board with Key here. You can see he's running the markers there, not the full markers, just showing the apexes.
That's a pretty clean view.
Yeah,
I enjoy that.
I had not seen those until I saw him use them a couple of weeks back. I was like, oh, I didn't know it had that.
He's doing well also. He's sitting in 7th place currently.
Yeah, I suspect a lot of the guys have been focusing on Moto 2 if they're not strong in GP. Ooh, cutting 15, a little tight there.
Oof, a lot tight.
Yep. Though apparently the game not penalizing that one, so okay, Milestone.
I'm still a strong believer that if your line is slow, you shouldn't be double penalized for it. Like having a crappy line, and he didn't gain anything by that. He only lost.
Bear having an off, and that'll be Key into 3rd, or excuse me, Key in 4th, Voss in 3rd. Bear falls back to 6th, unfortunately. He was having a good race up to that point. That is rough. And
Certainly
Jane, look at this pass in 6th from Jane. That was nice.
That was a beautiful pass, but I was very confused because I thought you said J.
No,
Like, he raced back. Yeah. I was like, that dude's gone.
Yep. Jane with a much better line out of the chicanes. And a good line through 10 as well. I mean, this guy, I suspect he might have practiced this track a little bit.
Hines and I preseason practiced this track a bit.
Yeah.
Man, F this track. I mean, I suck at this game in general, but oh my god, do I suck at this track.
Yeah, it does seem kind of brutal. Very twisty with some really odd turns.
Dude, it devolved to the point where I just started doing burnouts and trying to hit Hines as he was driving around the track. Like, my goal was just to knock Hines off his bike.
Getting that final turn down a lot better than he did last lap. Clearly that lap just kind of a freak occurrence for him.
If I remember correctly, we were trying to test the tire wear, right?
We were, and I found that really fun glitch where if you do a burnout and the front tire pushes ever so slightly, it just eats the front tire.
Super quick. It just turns red in a half a second.
It just throws all the energy
I mean,
from the rear into it. That's nice physics engine there, Milestone.
Yeah, I think I hit almost 1,000 degrees on the front tire at one point.
Do they not realize that that is nothing but a flaming Hulk on the front of the bike? I mean, come on.
Look, man, it was fun. It was entirely fun.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so this is what I was doing as he was trying to figure out tire wear. I'm like, I'm gonna do a burnout.
God.
Doing a help.
Well, at least we learned you can safely run the tires at 1,000 degrees without lighting them on fire. Realism.
Man, it's that MotoGP technology, dog.
That's what it is.
It's that unobtainium.
So Bear trying to chase down Hadlock. One of our new guys giving Bear a bit of a headache. 12, a little far on the inside there. He's got about a third of a second in penalties built up at this point.
Yeah, they're starting to stack up, but a third of a second's not a whole lot.
No, but it can make a difference, as we have found in some of our races.
It definitely can make a difference. But while we're in a bit of a dry moment in this race, I forgot to throw Moto3 times out there.
Oh, yeah.
Or Moto3 standings out there. So we have Medusa with a monumental lead in first. He's at 223 points. And in second, we have Jay with 141. So, like I said, Medusa's got just a huge lead there, but Jay won't accrue many points if he continues rage quitting.
Don't rage, bro. Don't rage. Just stick in there.
No.
Get your points.
Yep. In third, we have Bear. In fourth, we have Hades. And in fifth, we have Baird. Again, it was for our Moto3 series.
Yeah, okay. Very nice. Yeah, there it shows, Jay has been focusing on Moto3, and it has made a difference in standings for him.
And he's rage quit in more than one race so far this season.
Yeah, it's like, come on, bro, you're doing good. Don't let it stop you.
If he just stuck in there, he might be able to challenge Voss for the oh jeez, I can't talk. Might be able to challenge Voss for the championship. I mean, however, at that gap he's got right now, we're 223 to 141 points.
Yeah,
that's tremendous. I mean, that's
80 points between them.
Yeah, that's too many.
Yep. So Bear on the penultimate lap, trying to chase down. Who's he got? I think it was Hadlock still in front of him. Yes.
I have to look at one of our other views here.
Or no, excuse me. It's Key at this point. I'm sorry.
Oh my god, the dog's barking here.
I am ignorant. Yep, it is Key. He's trying to chase down here. As we come into the final lap, Stormy's still out front. Dickinson about 4.5 seconds behind him. Stormy's just not going to let him close that gap. And Voss finding himself now, thanks to all the churn we had in that third place slot, finding himself about 10 seconds back off of Dickinson.
Freddie's getting that awakening we were speaking of.
Yes, he is. He's not quite a lap behind, or I guess he is at this point. Yeah, he's a lap behind at this point.
Are they running? Oh yeah, they are, because they're basing it off of the racer in front of them. Yep. He's probably been lapped already.
Yep. Hopefully he's staying off the race line, not giving people too much trouble there.
I'm not sure he knows what a race line is yet.
It is a rough league to start in, bro.
Yeah, we somehow us jokers ended up with some of the best riders in the world.
Yep, somehow.
I don't know how, but
So Bear still trying to chase down Key. Man, oh man. He just can't make it happen. Up at the front of the pack, there's really enough space between everybody right now that top three ain't going to change, but this is still a good fight happening here. Bear looking for any opening he can find through this twisty section, though. You're just not going to find much in the way of passing here.
No, you're not. But hey, Heinz, say that again.
And
fantastic. So hey, I'm being reminded that Bear was the one that brought a lot of these. Whoa! My god! I'm being reminded that Bear is the one that brought a lot of these real fast guys in. So as we're watching Bear, wow, good job, Bear!
Oof, way up on that front tire. Lordy, that was a bit of a stop. Yeah, he and Key having a bit of a fight here. Ooh, way off in the grass on turn 4. Oh, he's now got a full second of penalties on him, so if he's going to make the pass, he's going to have to make it and really go flying beyond Key if he wants to make 5th. Meanwhile, up front, Stormy, of course, still up front, trying to make it impossible for everybody. Ooh, and there's Freddie with this fight happening right behind him, hopefully they can get clean past him. Ooh. And Bear, unfortunately, falling a little further back from Key. There we go as they slide past Freddie on the uphill, coming into 10. And I don't know if Bear's going to be able to make this happen. He has 40 seconds to slip up there. And this is the hardest part of the track to make passes on. I think Key is going to hold on to 5th there. Meanwhile, Stormy, Dickinson, and Voss taking 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. Bear very far on the inside there through 13. Look at this pass through 14. Can he stick it all the way through 15? Key trying to make the inside again, but Bear hangs on to it. I think, though, on penalties, I suspect that Bear will not get that one. That was a close enough race. He had a second of penalties built up. I think once penalties are applied, I think Key will still take 5th there. And that is the case. Unfortunately, Bear with a brilliant last-minute pass just couldn't stretch it out over the penalties he had. Good racing by both of them, though. Key almost had him.
I can't hear what you're saying.
Key almost had him back in 15. Almost. But there you go. Your front is going to be Stormy Voss, Stormy Dickinson and Voss. Jane, once again, having a great showing. Key and Bear, Hadlock, Bichon, and Hazard, and then Baird, Rocha, and Freddie rounding out the pack there, having his trial by fire with this group.
Definitely a wake-up call for him.
Yep. Some good fighting there down to the line, though. And that'll be it for Moto 2 for this week. Next will be GP. That'll be coming up in just about 10 minutes. So give us about 10 minutes, folks. We'll be back. Thank you for watching, racers. Thank you for racing. Had some good fighting there. We will see you shortly.
Not yet. Hold on.
And welcome back, folks. We are just about to start qualifying for our final race of the evening. Going to be GP at the Kymi ring on the Xbox. How's everybody doing? So great. What's that? Oh my God. I don't remember exactly. Oh my God, our sponsors are going to hate us for this. That part I do not know. I have not heard if they make boots or anything like that. I do know gloves and suits, though. Absolutely. They don't troll you. I mean, you know, they could make it worse. Yep. So, we'll see what we've got here. GP always tricky. Oh. Yeah. Do not expect this to be an easy one at all. Ah. No. No, we have not. Can't remember the last time we saw him here. Yeah, peace. I've had enough of y'all. Okay. Sorry, no. I mean, we didn't mean to scare you off. Yes, we do. He is out on the Ducati as he normally is. So waiting on everybody to put down times. Jane out there again. And then the rest, a bunch of our other regulars. Spanky putting down the first time there, 143.1. Voss, Bichon, Mack, Stormy, Key, Dickinson, Hines, Baird, Bear, always next to each other. God, why do they hate me so much? And Rocha, yes sir, what do we got? Oh, it is true. I forgot to unmute you after the last break. Or I remembered and I hit the wrong button. Go figure.
Oh, you jackass.
That was my fault. So y'all just missed standings and you heard me responding to God knows what.
Standings and sponsors.
Standings and sponsors. We
Oh,
apologize.
I do one good thing, man. So I gotta roll all the way back from the beginning.
I would just roll the standings. How about we do that?
The sponsors are more important, sir, but we can do the abbreviated version
Oh,
at the end of qualifying. Okay, Moto2 standings. We'll just do first through fifth. After last race, we have Voss in first, Bear in second, Hades in third, Stormy in fourth, and Baird in fifth. Now, rolling into this GP race, we have McCargo in first, Voss in second, Hines in third, Spanky in fourth, and Hades in fifth.
Alrighty.
Now, previously, that took like 3 minutes. But this time around, we have condensed that.
Oh my god.
You bastard.
Well, I'm trying not to screw it up. I do actually need to rig up some buttons to make all that easier. Currently, it is a little on the
You need
goofy side.
a flashing thing that goes, nobody can hear Nick. In some cases, let me rephrase, in most cases, that's a very good thing. But in this one, not so much.
I mean, why else do you think I clicked the wrong button? It's clearly because they shouldn't be hearing Nick. They don't need to hear him.
I'm going to go back to drinking now. You go away, sir.
And since I screwed it up as part of my penance, I will go ahead and do our sponsors here. Of course, as always, Mass Motorsports with their awesome leathers that you can get, custom leathers and stuff. South Central Race Center sponsoring with Pirelli Tires, who is our very own Hutch, is in here. I guess we mentioned Nick J is with Mass Motorsports, and Hutch is with South Central Race Center. Wood Cycle Country.
Good.
Do what?
Got that sticky good, man.
Yes. Sticky stuff. Holds you onto the track. Wood Cycle Country. Dealing motorcycles out near San Antonio. Moto Orangutan here in South-ish Austin. Dealing with gear. And if you have mountain biking needs, they'll hook you up too. Yep. And Motul, the oil guys, providing some awesome swag for our racers. So
Some seriously limited edition swag, too.
Yep. Stuff that was supposed to be given to the actual GP guys, but apparently we got it instead.
I want a hat.
So, Stormy sitting at the top of the boards yet again. Stormy just having a great evening. Never is slow, but having a really good evening. Why did Hines just finish? And Rocha, what happened there?
So I was just on the other voice channel talking about that. Rocha got dropped, connection dropped. So we are going to restart at a 5-minute qualifying to try to give everybody a chance to throw a lap down.
Okay.
So it'll be
Okay, all right.
interesting is what we'll call it.
Fortunately, we only had just a little over 5 minutes remaining in qualifying, so this won't put us behind schedule. Yes, definite technical difficulties. So it'll be a brief moment. We will restart qualifying. It won't put us behind schedule at all. We will finish that up, and then we'll be ready for the race. I'll go ahead and jump over to our standby screen for now. Give us just a brief moment, folks, and they will get it. They'll have to rebuild the lobby and get everything set back up there. Has not everybody gotten the word, or are we just looking at a long delay here and they've already...
Huh?
I'm wondering if they... Because I'm still seeing people going around the track, so I'm wondering if we just got a long enough delay that... Yeah, okay.
I believe we have a long enough delay.
Okay, there we are.
I missed the mute button by like a tenth of a second. I muted that mid-sneeze.
Yes, you did.
Whoops.
Need a bigger, easier to hit button.
It's a big red button on the microphone.
Look at the shiny red button.
It is literally a shiny red button. I mean, anybody that knows the blue Yeti, just knows it is literally a shiny red button.
Oh wow, you have a shiny red button. I don't. I guess I overpaid for my gear.
Clearly.
Yeah. Obviously.
Yours has to go through some fancy equipment. Mine's USB, yo. Does it itself.
Yeah. I know. God,
Just know that the wrist flick was involved with the
this garbage gear that I'm using.
Yep.
Clearly, it sounds like I'm talking through tin cans and string here.
You're not?
I know, right?
Oh.
I know. I wasted so much money.
Well, that's awkward.
Oh my god. It's terrible.
Terrible. Just terrible.
All
right. Invites are being sent by... Okay, we got people... Wow, that was a lot of people in the lobby really, really quickly.
Yeah. Yeah, they're getting her done there.
Get her done.
As we wait for them to rebuild the lobby. Sorry about the technical difficulties, folks. The race will be on pretty quick here.
I don't know whether to blame Milestone or Microsoft or Comcast or Spectrum or...
I blame the internet. Actually, you know what? I'm going to point the finger squarely at Milestone because they can't handle disconnections. Like, a disconnect during qualifying screws up the race. It's like,
you should be able to get back in the lobby like that.
Yeah.
I mean, it should be super easy of just a rejoin button.
Yeah, especially in qualifying. Maybe during the race you'd have to change it a little bit, but during qualifying, nah, you should be able to push a button and be right back in.
Or at least during a race, let somebody ghost them, do something like that. I mean,
yeah,
there's so many options.
Yep. But instead, it's, nah, we're Italian. We just kick them out and that's it.
Spaghetti.
It's broken. We're not too worried. It works most of the time.
I'll be right back. I gotta tab over to race direction.
Okay.
Just a moment.
Alrighty. As we wait for them to finish up here, I think they've just about got everybody re-added. We will get restarted here briefly. Apologies for the technical difficulties. Unfortunately, the internet sometimes is going to internet on us.
Oh, so good news. Well, let me ask a question before I say good news. Do you have Stock Hazard Stream?
I do not. Why?
Well, he's running a camera director for us.
Oh, well, crap. No, I do not. Unfortunately.
Well, that's thanks, Stock Hazard. We genuinely appreciate you.
Yeah. Next time we'll get you added.
Yeah. Awkward.
Unfortunately, I do not have him on there. The problem is right now I have so many scenes to cover everybody that we do. It has been in the past bogged my machine down just the littlest bit. The new setup, I'm like, oh, I can add more, but I haven't done it yet.
Yeah, as we previously spoke in last stream, I believe it was, OBS kind of screwed up on me, and it should have been profile dependent for my scenes, but it wasn't, so I deleted them all.
Oops.
Yeah. We'll have to rectify that at some point, but today is not that day.
Alrighty, we are starting qualifying again. Of course, it's going to be a short qualifying this time, just a 5-minute. To make
That's
sure.
like, get your booty out and get some lap times done.
Yep.
And we did it for Rocha? Why would we do it for Rocha?
I know. What a waste.
What a waste. For that peasant.
Who cares about that guy?
Nobody does. He invites me out places and I get hurt.
Yeah, well, all he's done to do is get out there and slide on his face. I mean, come on.
Well, no, what he does is he stuffs you and then slides on his
Oh,
face.
is that how it works?
Yeah, he is the most aggressive stuffer I think I've ever ridden with. I take it back, Manny, and after I say that name, you shut up there, Chris. He might have been slightly more aggressive on the stuffing, but he was slower than Rocha from what I experienced, so he wasn't able to do as effectively.
See, my first time out doing parking lot mafia, he came up behind me, and I knew he was going to stuff me through the turns. I'm like, I'm waving him past. He's all upset. I'm like, dude, nuh-uh. Like, I've never been on a track actually racing in real life with people. The last thing I'm going to do is let you come in here and just stuff me immediately. No thanks.
My favorite part is when I passed him, beat him on his own bike, and then proceeded to crash it.
Yeah, that's probably not.
Were
how
you there
should
for
do it.
that?
Yes, that was that day. No, I didn't actually see it happen. I saw the aftermath.
It was such a, like, when you're, so for anybody listening, they were Grom equivalents. They were like Chinese Groms. And when you're leaned over that far and have a low side because you ran out of tire, I mean, you fall like 3/4 of an inch. It was the most non-crashy crash I think I've ever had, period. It was like, man, I got this. I'm gonna lap him. Oh, am I sliding?
I'm just going to put the bike down for a nap.
Yeah.
It'll be okay. It needs a little nappy nap.
Yeah, I mean, I did it like pinned in second gear, topped out in second gear. It was like,
Okay, physics engine, sure.
Woo!
As Key is hurled out of the turn there, and whoever that
That
was,
took me a
with
second
him.
to see. Wow.
Yeah, it decided to just treat that bike like a lever and hurl.
So that
everybody
is
on
the
turn.
opposite of what it felt like crashing the Grom.
Yes. So everybody putting down times. Stormy up front again. Hines about 2.8 seconds back off of him. Jane 3.2 seconds back. Rocha manages to put down a time rather than sliding on his face. I'm impressed.
Good job, bro. Maybe he did both.
Yeah, maybe
You
he
don't
did.
know. You don't know.
Oh, and Dickinson now having an off.
That was a pretty good crash. I saw that on there.
And yep.
Spin. Well then.
Yep, everybody working on getting some times in here. We have about a minute and a half remaining in qualifying. Obviously, the short qualifying making it really hard to get a time in on a track where everybody's kind of struggling a little bit. Ooh, and Dickinson having another off. He's really straining to get that lap in.
Yeah, he just wants to throw. Ooh, they got 60 seconds.
Yep. So looking like we've got Rocha trying to put down another time, which he is going to improve on his previous time if he can keep pace. Hines is in the same boat. Voss still hasn't put down a time yet. Hines not moving his time down much. He's now at 2.2 seconds behind Stormy.
I mean, it's hard to put a lot of merit into, these times when you've got such a short qualifying.
Yep.
If we could just get the tech to work properly, this really wouldn't be an issue. But unfortunately, we don't have any say on this part of the tech.
Yep. So Mac putting himself up 0.135 seconds behind Stormy to the surprise of absolutely no one. He's kind of quick.
So, Chris, how's your Italian?
My Italian is terrible.
Well,
Non-existent.
that should still work. I need you to go work for Milestone.
I mean, I work with a bunch of Brazilians right now anyway, so sure, I can work with a bunch of other people that don't understand their language. Why not?
Look, dude, you're a software developer. Code is one language.
Yeah.
Make it work.
Yeah, it's all in English anyway.
Is it actually?
Yes. Everybody writes it in English, though comments will not necessarily be in English.
Look, if you're a good enough programmer, you don't need no comments.
Oh, that's
okay?
it. Yeah. Well, that always is the. It's halfway a joke meme at this point, but there's always good code as its own documentation. But I don't expect this game to have good code.
Can you imagine what the documentation probably looks like for this thing?
I don't think there is documentation, and I'm sure the code is miserable.
It's the notation is just emojis.
Yeah. Italian emojis at that.
So pasta?
It's all
finger thing?
yes, it's all pasta and the Tower of Pisa. That's all there is there.
Makes sense. What about actual pizzas?
Maybe. Who knows?
Okay. I'm picking up what you're putting down.
I'm not gonna be very useful on that team, I suspect.
Cannolis, though. How about them cannolis?
Cannolis are good. I like them.
They are. Now, hey, we've only got 2 racers that don't have a time set, and only one of them isn't going to be able to set one.
Ooh, and there goes Dickinson putting himself in third. That'll be good for the front row there. And that is it at the last second. So Stormy, Mack, and Dickinson going to be your front row. Spanky, Hines, and Voss going to be on the second row. Jane, Bear, and Bichon going to be on the third row. Yeah, Bichon's been able to stick around for all 3 rounds. We hadn't seen him in a while. So
No, I'm glad to see him for sure.
Yep. And
2 Plain Jane's been in here for a while as well.
Yeah. And then Key, Rocha, and Baird gonna round out the pack. Yeah, Jane has had a solid evening. At no point has he been completely out of contention for podiums in the previous races. So we'll see how he can do in GP. But obviously, somebody managed to find us a solid wild card to drag in there.
There's plenty of them out there, but the problem that we're starting to run into is we've got most of them already.
Yeah, we're getting all the fast guys showing up here suddenly. Getting rough. We'll definitely have to divide out, a more amateur league. Like I said, we'll kick that down into Moto3 if we can. And that way we can let mortals
I feel
race.
it's appropriate.
Yep.
Yeah,
we
seriously.
can let actual mortals race for a while there.
Well, we've got racers like McCargo who are only doing GP to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but McCargo's out in Britain, right?
I thought Mac was one of our Cali guys.
No, you're right. He is one of our Cali guys. I take it back.
We forgive him for being from Cali because he is kind of fast.
I'm thinking about Hades, who is in Europe, which means he is racing at some ungodly hour.
Yeah, I know he's South African. I don't know if he's living in Europe right now.
I believe he is in Europe right now.
Okay. Wouldn't surprise me. South Africa is a bit of a rough neighborhood these days.
Well, regardless, geographically, it would be about the same time frame.
Yes, it would.
Which means it's like 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah. Hey, man, if the crazy SOB wants competition and wants to come to us for it, then far be it from me to tell him no.
Now, let me go ahead and make a complaint against Google here real quick. I typed in current time in Europe, just expecting it to list some random, Paris, England, something like this.
Europe is all one country with one time zone, right? Is that how it works?
No, I just expected. I expected to pick one, right? That's all I really wanted to see is pick a random one, and it will be close enough for what we're talking about. So it lists a bunch of them out: Madrid, London, Paris, Rome, Belgium, and then we start getting into Budapest, Minsk, Kiev, Moscow. I'm sorry, Kiev and Moscow are not in Europe.
Kiev counts as Eastern Europe.
Does it? Okay, Moscow?
Ukraine counts as Eastern Europe. Now, Moscow, they're smoking crack.
There's a lot of crack smoking going on here.
And we are about to start our final race of the evening. Here we go. GP at the Kymi ring.
Woo! Look at that start.
Wow. Ooh. Bit of a slide by Voss, and I didn't see who else there.
I think it was just Voss.
No, there was
another
two
rider
down.
as well.
There was 2 down. I didn't see who all it was.
Baird and Voss by the looks of things.
Oof.
Ooh, Hades as well.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, wow. Dickinson back in last at the moment.
How often do you see that?
Not very often. He had a rough start there, so Stormy, Hines, and Mack coming in to the twisty section of the course. Boy, it's weird seeing them get down that straight fast.
Yeah, they went from the whole to pew.
Yeah, just down it quick.
That's the best way to describe it, clearly.
Yep.
Ooh, wanting that inside line, but not quite getting it.
Yeah, Hines up here trying to chase down Stormy. Stormy not going to make it easy. There just aren't too many good passing opportunities through the twisty section on here, except for the chicanes there. After that, man, And it's just hard to find a place. Wow! And Mac coming in to say hello.
Yeah, he just kind of like, hi.
Yeah, just a moment of, hey, I'm here, guys. I'm here. And Rocha having an off.
Surprise.
That is unfortunate for him.
You know, if I was Hines right now, I would just be terrified of where is Ricardo.
God, Stormy's drive out from 15, just phenomenal.
I think his line was a little better.
Yeah, probably. So Hines having trouble.
Wow, he did it again, though.
Yep.
I wonder if it's his setup.
Yeah, he just rockets away. Coming
I'm
straight out of
expecting
4.
to see here, due to the way Hines entered that corner, there's just not a chance he's going to keep up with somebody who's on the game.
Yep. Stormy looking very solid, but Mac trying to chase Hines down. Hines actually having a pretty good first couple of laps here. Just having a hell of a time trying to catch Stormy.
I mean, despite the hell we like to give Hines, he's genuinely good.
I know. I know, we give him shit, but I know he's quick. Oh, and Dickinson having another off.
He's having a rough night.
Yeah, that is a bit of a surprise. So looking like so far up front, we basically got a pack of Stormy, Hines, Mac, and Spanky. And then it's another 6.5 seconds back to Bear. The second pack starts with him, Bichon, and Voss. And Jane is close to him as well. And it's about another 10 seconds back to where you have Key, Rocha, Dickinson, and Baird. Ooh, and Key having an off. Ooh, Hines a little contact with Mac there in turn 15. Oh, look at this pass. Lord almighty, that was close from Mac. Ooh. And a bit of a touch there with Spanky, causing Hines to run a little wide. Coming into the straight. Hines now trying to chase down Spanky, coming into 5. Unable to make it happen. Baird having an off, unfortunately. Putting him back behind Rocha. Even further. Oh, Spanky cuts it tight into the grass and throws it out. Letting Hines take 3rd. Now he's got about 2 seconds ahead of him to try and catch Mac. Or, excuse me, about 1.5 seconds. I think Spanky just had another wreck.
I believe he did.
That is unusual from him. That is a surprise to see.
It's been a weird night.
It is. I suspect it's just this being one of the rougher tracks that even people that are big fans of GP just aren't very familiar with.
Well, technically, there's not been a GP race here, if I'm reading this correctly. It was supposed to be the first race in 2020.
Yeah.
However, due to all of the, the world is ending issues.
Yeah.
We've not seen a race, and we might not see one this year, is my understanding as well.
Yep, it looks like that. I know Austin has already been. Have they delayed or canceled? I know it's at least delayed.
It is like in a to be determined kind of status.
Yeah. Nah, it's going to be canceled.
Oh, I'm sure of it. Which is, just pushing Coda further under, from their financial issues, and taking places like the Kymi ring here, and they're like, why did we build this place in the first place?
Yep, that has got to be painful. Hey, we just finished building this. We've got all these big old loans on it. Oh, not going to have any events for 2 years. Oh my! Voss cut by Spanky's rear wheel, and just off he goes. Bichon also going down.
I missed exactly what happened there. Was that just a racing incident? Or...
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what happened on that one. I suspect they were both looking for the line, but I did not exactly see what happened on their end.
I'm hearing it was somebody braking sooner than somebody else, so I don't know if that's a, like,
Yeah.
why did you brake there, or, like, I was being ballsy and trying to brake late.
Yep. If you're going to get into a braking race with somebody, you're going to have to be off the race line. Oh, man. Dickinson having another off. That is not like him at all.
It happens.
Yeah, just an off night for him.
Maybe he's had enough booze to where it's catching up.
Maybe that is it.
He's doing the Heinz method.
Stormy, meanwhile, having a phenomenal race so far. Looking absolutely great. No drama on his end at all. Just cruising out in front of everybody. Rocha trying to chase down Key at the back. And wow. Those two definitely fighting over it. Oh, Rocha very wide.
I will say that's not how he usually does it in real life.
Yeah.
No, he's usually very tight on those corners, and then crashes. I mean, he's got to expect we're going to give him a hard time.
Oh, yeah. Ooh, look at this. Very close drafting. Coming down the end of the straight. Oh, very aggressive on the brakes. Can he make it? Yes, he can. Great job sticking that turn to get out ahead of Key. Now we'll see if he can hang on to it through the chicanes. Baird having another off. It's just going to be a rough night for him. Rocha trying to keep a good line there, and it looks like he holds on to it pretty well. But he's still got Dickinson 10 seconds out ahead of him. I don't know, with how much of an issue Dickinson seems to be having this evening. He could catch him and pass him if he can keep up a good pace like this. He had a great pace on the back straight there. Oh! And Key just slips up under him, taking advantage of a mistake. This is not a part of the course I expect to see people passing on. So, nice pass to Mr. Key there. I gotta appreciate that one.
Mean, seriously decent pass.
And he does manage to hang on to it. Wow! That was close. These guys not making it easy on each other, just alternating back and forth. Rocha swinging it really wide there. Looks like he's set up a bit better for speed in the straights. Wow, that braking though. And Rocha off into the dirt on turn one. And Key as well. Meanwhile, up at the front of the pack, Mac sitting a second back off of Stormy still. Baird off again. Look at this. Mac is not going to let Stormy get away. Spanky, meanwhile, sitting 12 seconds back off of him. Hines behind him.
It's a pretty good slide by that KTM there.
Yep. Well, this season's KTM was not a slow bike by any stretch of the imagination.
You shut your dirty mouth.
It wasn't. It was a fast bike. If only they could make one of those in real life.
Doesn't exist.
I know. I still love my 390. It's still my most fun bike in the garage.
What's that meme? Sounds good, doesn't work?
Yeah. Man, Stormy and Mac up here just battling it out. And it is not by any means over.
No, certainly not. I mean, they got roughly 2 laps to go. They are. I mean, there's several positions that could be flipping throughout our leaderboards here. You know, what's shocking to me so far is seeing Hades in 8th, seeing Bear in 7th even. I mean, we've got one of our wild cards, Two Plane Jane, up in 6th. Voss and Hines, technically next to each other. There's a bit of a gap there. I'm sure that makes Hines very happy right now.
Yes, Voss about 10 seconds behind Hines. Meanwhile, you can see here Dickinson trying to chase down Bear after having all the issues he's had this evening. I'm wondering if it's been a setup issue or just having issues with the track. I haven't really been keeping close track of what he's been doing here.
He tried to do the drunken fist and it didn't work.
Apparently.
I'm sticking to that theory.
Ooh, that is aggressive there, pushing Bear off the line. Bear tried to get back onto it, just couldn't. Dickinson going ahead and being aggressive through 13.
Yeah, he's got that pass.
Makes that pass stick that time. That one was clean. He's got almost a second of penalties built up, though, so any place he wants, he's going to have to really make sure he nails it down.
Second of penalties is a considerable amount. I mean, if Bear can hang on, that would be that would be an additional position for him.
Yep.
But he's about a second off right now.
Yeah, it's not going to be easy. You never get to count Dickinson out completely, though we are on the penultimate lap at this point. So we'll see what happens with this. I don't think we're going to see either of them, obviously, unless it's complete disaster up front, get anywhere near the podium. But
well, this is Southern Racing.
Mac having it off. And that will probably keep him from challenging for first. Meanwhile, at this point, Stormy... Oh, Bear having it off. Oh, there is no way he's going to catch Dickinson now. And Dickinson passing Jane. He is now up into 6th. Now he's got 6 seconds he would have to cover to catch up to Voss. And while Voss had a little trouble early, he hasn't had any more. So I don't think he's going to be able to make that happen. And I think Mac's mistake is going to make it so we're not going to see any more changes up front.
No, I mean, Stormy's got quite a lead at this point. 7 seconds is tremendous, especially on the final lap. I mean, 7 seconds would be tremendous on lap 3, let alone...
Yep. Meanwhile, Rocha and Key still battling it out back here.
Get him, Roach! Get him!
Chase him down, Rocha. Yeah, these two guys have definitely been fighting pretty much the entire race. Who cares? Even if you're near the back, if you're having fun, it works. Might as well enjoy it. Ooh. Neither of them letting off. It may just be for 10th, but hell, it's worth the fight. So we are currently on the final lap. Oh, and there goes Rocha. What happened there? I guess maybe they clipped each other.
He just roached.
Oh, down on his face mask. Yeah, Baird stopping to let everybody through. Appreciate that from him. Oh! I think I think Tony just picked up that wreck from Rocha. And there we are. Stormy across the finish line. And Mac coming in second. Spanky, I believe, in third. And that is going to put Hines in fourth. Dickinson, believe it or not, managed to work his way up to fifth despite falling almost all the way to the back of the pack. He just had 15 seconds to chase down Hines by the end. Oof. That one was a story of wrecks. I mean, that was
That
definitely
really
the
was.
case. It was a rough night in GP. Stormy, though, consistently great this evening.
Oh, Two-Plane Jane lost a position due to penalties.
Oh, did he? Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Because I'm sitting here trying to update the leaderboards and I'm having to change that.
Yep. So Stormy, Mac, and Spanky. Nobody's surprised to hear those names up front. Hines right behind him. Dickinson back behind Hines. Voss behind him. And Jane did actually cross the line before Voss, but thanks to penalties, winds up in 7th. Bear in 8th. Bichon in 9th. Rocha in 10th. With that battle he was having back there with Key, who's in 11th at the end of the game of musical chairs they were playing. And Baird, man, just having a rough night in GP, puts himself back in 12th. So that'll be it for our races for the evening.
I have our standings update.
Alrighty, where are we at?
McCargo is holding first with a massive 226 points.
Yeah.
Voss is holding second with 154. Spanky in third with 142. Hines in fourth with 141. Bear in mind, he hasn't raced every race due to being a race direction. Hades and Stormies are both tied for fifth with 118 points. Bear is in seventh, technically, due to 110 points. Bichon in 8th with 87, Rocha in 9th with 56, and Golden Smacks in 10th with 46. We'll round it off there.
We haven't seen Smacks in a few weeks either. Get him back
No,
out
we
there.
have not. He's still holding that 10th place.
Yeah, come on, man. Get back out there. Come on. So that'll be it for this week at the Kymi Ring. Next week, as I mentioned earlier, will be Brno. And then I'm not sure where we have after Brno. But anyway.
I've got it in front of me.
Oh,
We've
okay.
got Spielberg.
Okay. So Brno, then Spielberg. So I would like to give one last thank you for the evening to our sponsors, South Central Race Center with Pirelli Tires, Wood Cycle Country, Moto Orangutan, Motul, Mass Motorsports, and you, the audience. Thanks for watching. Racers, thank you for getting out there and racing with us. We will see y'all next week at the same time. Thanks for watching.